Hey there, it's Beth with Homegrown Fitness. I am an exercise physiologist and I am here to take you through the assisted and active straight leg raise. So the tools that you'll need today are just a strap. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna come down onto the mat, and the first stretch we're gonna get into is the assisted. And assisted is great if you don't have that core strength yet to hold that leg up along with that flexibility. But first things first, before we get into that movement, I want you to do a few pelvic clocks. Pelvic clocks are a great way to get that pelvic floor and lower abdomen engaged. So as you're doing the pelvic clock, you're going to place your hands right on your pelvis here on that bony process, and then also through that bony process through the back. So think of the hips right here. You'll be able to feel that. That's your iliac crest. You're going to arch your back. So you're pushing your pelvis forward, and you're going to feel that gap right here through the mat and your lower back. Then what I want you to do is you're going to push your hips under. So think of a scared dog. It likes to tuck its tail. So I'm taking my hips and I'm really pushing them around where my low back is pushed down. Okay, and you should feel those lower abs kick in when you do that. So again, we're going to arch and then push it down. So we'll do that 3 more times, just staying relaxed through your breath as you're here. So you can again put your hands right on that pelvis, squish the bug is what this is also called, and then release, and last one. Now as you're here, option 1 is to pull that right knee in towards your chest while your left leg kicks straight. So when you're holding your knee in place, it's helping assist that pelvis stay in neutral. And then we're just gonna raise your other leg up and down. So that's one suggestion to help loosen up the hamstrings and then tune into that hip mobility while your pelvis is in neutral. The next option you could look into is using your strap. So if you take your strap, you're going to wrap it around your foot. I always suggest to do a double loop so it doesn't come flying off of your foot. Now, if you don't have a belt at home, you can always use a loop band, but most people have belts. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm just going to apply a little bit of pressure so I can get my knee as straight as possible. And then I want to make sure my toe is pointed down towards me. So here I'm going to be getting that nice pull through the posterior leg part. And again, I'm holding that bug squish. My other leg is going to kick straight, and I'm going to relax my shoulders as my triceps rest on the floor. And then I'm going to raise that opposite leg up and down 10 times, I would suggest. So as you get stronger through here and you gain more flexibility, the next option or progression would be both legs up. So now as you're holding both legs up here, I'm thinking of that reverse crunch. So really pushing my lower back down into the ground. My palms are going to rest up or down as long as my shoulders are relaxed. And then I'm going to lower that calf down and back up. So as I'm doing this, I'm really tuning into my lower abdomen, making sure my abs are working, not so much just my hip flexors. I'm getting that nice pull through the hamstrings and the calf muscle. And again, I would suggest to do this 10 times per each leg. And there are other variations that you could do to incorporate other body parts, like your upper body. But this is just a nice warm up for the lower half of your body, incorporating some hip mobility. So that there are some options for hip mobility, the assisted and active straight leg raise. And if you have not already, please hit the subscribe button for more exercise tutorials.